And we're back.
We are back.
Almost smooth.
Almost
Not
smooth.
quite.
No swear words.
Not yet.
Huh?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
No, the filter's on.
Swear jar.
It's 4 second delay we built in.
Yeah.
Self-imposed 4 second delay. Self-policed. Welcome to the Vitality Check podcast.
Mm.
I'll be your host today, Dr. Sean Landry. I am here with two of my world-renowned buddies, Jason, the Bull Turn,
Thanks for having me, Sean.
and Kevin Longpre.
That's it. All right.
For those of you who
Thank you,
who
Sean.
have not met my two compadres, they're okay.
They're okay.
They're okay. So yeah, today, what's on the dock today? We're not sure when this podcast will be going out.
No.
Because we have a series lined up for you, the digestive series. This actually fits well with the digestive series post, but we are running a 24-hour fasting challenge for 4 weeks starting next Monday. So this podcast might be out during the fast.
Yeah.
And it's just a little bit of background information on what fasting is. But before we dive into that,
Yes.
how was your weekend, boys?
Oh,
Yeah.
God, I wasn't ready for the personal talk, Sean.
Yeah, how was the weekend? We spoke earlier in the year about changes and challenges of implementing change. Are you guys have you found that you've already dropped off your
No.
no? Okay.
Dove right in, Sean.
Dove right in.
As you remember, you made fun of me because
I did not
I
make fun.
boldly
I did not make fun of you.
generalized stepping out of my comfort zone.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
So yeah, give us some examples of stepping out of your comfort zone.
This coming weekend is the first ever Vitality retreat that
Yes.
we're hosting.
That's exciting. That's actually really exciting.
So there definitely is some nerves going on.
Yeah, I could tell.
You could tell.
Yeah, I could
What was it? The crying and the
a little bit of the crying.
Crying was a pretty big tell, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Well, it's hard to
Big
hold
tell.
it in, you know.
Asking for more hugs than usual.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Could you coddle me?
Come here, you. Just like walk in.
Yeah, the patients found it a bit odd.
Yeah.
I mean, you're wearing a hoodie to work now, which is like your comfort.
Well-
you're just how you feel comforted.
In my defense, it was a business day, but you
No one's attacking
ruined
you.
it.
No
You
one's-
ruined it.
No one's attacking.
Did I?
No one's attacking you. You don't need defense.
You're attacking me. You're attacking me.
It's exciting. Honestly, it's very exciting. So
Yeah.
for those of you who were unaware, because this went out, we sent one email out. There is a 20 or not 24. There is a upcoming Vitality retreat. It's sold out actually right away,
Mm.
which shows how popular you are.
Well, it's probably
Yeah.
the people I'm bringing.
Yes, definitely the people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
I
brought the
wasn't
weight.
gonna. I wasn't gonna.
Sorry.
I wasn't gonna bring that up, but we're very excited for you. It's
Yeah.
a day. Explain it a little bit about.
I hope
it.
I don't cry in the retreat.
It's okay.
There's
for
a
you.
good chance.
It's a safe space, right?
Probably a good
It is a
chance.
safe space.
It is a safe.
Mm-hmm.
Well, listen, we're like we always want to do at Vitality. We're trying to introduce things to our clients on how to regulate, how to feel better, and potentially integrate that in their everyday. And this is a chance for people to come in and experience some things that they can draw from to have that type of feeling of coming back to some calmness, coming back to resetting themselves. So we're gonna do it's like a 3 block breath work. Then there's some
Explain breathwork to people because a lot of people.
Yeah.
There's so many different
different
avenues,
types. Yeah.
different types. So explain
This-
maybe a bit of what you plan on doing.
Yeah,
with
this
with the
particular
group.
one is conscious breath work. So it's roughly about an hour of conscious breathing, which is just abdominal diaphragmic breathing. So it's not an excitatory breath, so like fire breathing or anything of that nature. Like
Holotropic,
Wim Hof.
yeah.
Wim Hof is more of an excitatory type breath, where this is more of finding that
Rhythm.
natural rhythm of breath. So usually there's a bit of, it's tied into a bit of music and you just laying there and actually enjoying the ride. So it's quite the experience. We've done
It is,
we've
yeah.
done it before.
Yeah, from personal experience, I can say
Yeah.
it's one of my favorite deep dives
Yeah.
the self and awareness of the body and where you're holding tension and
Yeah.
emotions and it's very powerful stuff. Like you said, just using the rhythm of of your breath, which is
Yeah.
it's so I'm excited for all you guys to experience it. You know,
Yeah.
If your music's not quite finalized, like
I can
Sean's
play.
like the
Yeah.
songbird of his generation, right? So
I
you're
know.
welcome to put together some last minute music
Well, next retreat,
pieces for you.
that's where we're gonna bring Sean in. Maybe we'll play some guitar and
If there's a fire,
Catalina wine mixer for that one.
yeah,
That's awesome. That'd be fun.
yeah, it's gonna be great.
So what else? Breath work.
breath
So
work.
there's breath work. There's the energy center tuning with Mr. Antonio, our acupuncturist, who's going to be playing harmonium and fine tuning the energy centers. So that's I've done it twice with him now, and it's a very interesting way to feel the vibration in your body and reset yourself that way.
Nice.
And then we're finishing off with a sound bowl meditation. So I'll probably guide a meditation during uh, the sound bowling. Is that how you
Sound
say it?
bowling.
I think that's probably the
Sound
way.
bowling.
During the sound bowling, I'll
Sounds like we'll be rolling the
yeah.
bowls down the.
So
We have to get out of the way.
so yeah, so yeah, no,
Nice.
we're
I think so.
looking forward to it.
It's exciting. Yeah, we're excited for you, and we are supportive of you stepping out of your comfort zone.
Thank you,
You
Sean.
might have felt like we weren't, but we really are. Yeah.
No, I feel you guys.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So
Yeah.
any hugs you need, you know, all good. We
Here
got
for
you.
you.
We got you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Anytime.
hmm You know, because I remember last time I did breath work, there was actually lots of tears coming. Well,
Yeah, there
Oh.
probably hasn't been a time where
No.
that didn't happen.
yeah. So
It's a tough.
I was there for
tough
you then.
decision.
You were there for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Appreciate you.
Yeah. Thanks, buddy.
All right. So that's it. That's exciting though. So lots going on. Then,
Do you want to hug Jake?
I
Okay.
think you hug
Yeah.
for
Looks
sure.
like you're
Absolutely.
getting a
A little
little.
glossy eyed.
so
No.
that's our first retreat, right? That's going to be held in lovely St. Lazare or Hudson, I believe.
Saint Lazare,
St.
yeah.
Lazare. We're excited for that, and there will be plenty more of these because we are very aware that it sold out very quickly, and we intend on doing more. So, stay tuned for those. They'll be up. We'll fire out an email and or a message here at the clinic when the next dates become available. But another community challenge we're doing. So coming back to our core values as a clinic, right? Jay, you love this. The core values as a clinic. We had
Business
always
values.
we here at
My weekend
Vitality.
was fantastic. Thank you.
We here at Vitality. I'll go back to your weekend. I'm going to segue.
Okay.
We here at Vitality
No.
have always wanted to build the healthiest community around right here in the West Island, and that's one of our core values. The other one was educate and inspire, right, and empower our community,
Find the root cause.
and find the root cause, right? So, along with that, that's why this year we're getting back to doing a lot more of these community challenges because we found, what better to educate than to experience, and there's going to be, all like we say, entry levels for every individual. So, but we are going to run on the 26th next Monday. If you haven't already heard about it, we're going to do a 4-week weekly fast, 24-hour fast. So we thought we'd dive in today. But before we dive in, Jason, how was your weekend?
That's good. I'm good.
Yeah?
No, my weekend was great. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
You
It was
forgot
just,
something. You forgot an important day this weekend. You didn't know what day it was.
It did. I feel terrible for anyone who doesn't know. Sean's birthday was yesterday, January 18th.
Oh,
Of course, Kevin was able to text him, but did think to remind me, oh, by the way, if you want to fire a quick text to Sean, I literally had no idea what the actual date was yesterday or on Saturday, if that makes you feel any better.
Yeah,
Shouldn't.
Not really.
But no, so I was not wishing you happy birthday yesterday. I actually went skiing this weekend for the first time this season.
Where'd you be?
So, for the first time, we went to Mont Blanc,
Nice.
which was really nice. Yeah, we really enjoyed that. Just the boys and I.
White Mountain.
White Mountain, exactly. Yeah,
Do they get lots of snow as well?
they have a lot of snow.
Yeah.
There's a lot more snow up north than we have here. Like it's
Mhm.
probably a lot more out off island too where you are, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like remarkably more.
Mhm.
And Saturday when we skied, it snowed all day as we skied.
Wow,
So
amazing.
it was nice. Not maybe like I know you got 20 centimeters,
Yeah.
but definitely a few inches as we skied for the 4 hours, which is good. Yeah, and the weekend was great. Outside a lot. I don't know if I said that in my in my yearly thing, but I definitely have been trying to. I like to get outdoors when I can. So, yeah.
Awesome.
Right.
How about you?
I had an annual trip that we usually falls on my birthday weekend, so it's kind of fun. I get to celebrate with a few of my buddies, some close high school friends, and CJEP buddies. We've been doing this for 26 years. We do a ski trip. This year was tough and special at the same time. We lost one of our buddies last year, actually. One of our ski trip buddies passed away, sadly, unfortunately. So it was a good moment to get back together with the guys and celebrate his life. And we had phenomenal skiing conditions. Yeah, 20 centimeters of powder
Awesome.
and blue skies, and it was awesome. Honestly, the drive there was a little treacherous, but once we got there, we had a great weekend. Good for the mind, body, and soul. Rested, had fun.
Nice.
It was great. So that was my weekend, and yeah, and I came home and got to celebrate my birthday with my boys and my wife, and so it was a great weekend all around.
Beauty.
But yeah, I don't know if I continued all my New Year's resolutions on the weekend. I'm gonna say no, I didn't.
Can't
But
remember.
yeah, but I'm right back at them
Perfect.
today. So
Hey, not
I
striving
hit a
for
pause.
perfection. We're striving for consistency.
Exactly, I hit a pause on the
Not bad.
weekend.
Mm.
But I'm actually really excited about this, and it's amazing how many patients, since we've announced this 24-hour fasting challenge, fasting reset we're going to do, how many patients have been asking about fasting? And, are you doing it? And yes, of course, we're going to do it. We're going to participate with you guys. Um, we did a few years back, we did a community challenge. We did a 75 hard. We didn't actually extend it into our patient-based community. We actually did it with
Staff.
the staff, and it was awesome. We was a tough challenge actually. It was called 75 hard, but it was amazing what we could do together, right, as a
Yep.
group. So that's why we wanted to do more of these challenges and these retreats, because as we all know, having someone there to keep you accountable,
Yeah.
to keep you in line, to encourage you if you're discouraged, to talk to share with, is all what this health journey is about. So that's why we're doing these community challenges. So fasting, why did we choose fasting? Pretty easy, right? It's actually super low cost.
Okay. I'm glad you have the answer.
It's low cost, accessible to all, and a 24-hour fast is actually
It's
it,
manageable as well.
it's manageable, right? So it offers a
It's like
lot of
the baby step of fasting.
the baby step, and it offers a lot of the benefits that some of these longer fasts, without actually the stress,
The mental
the
breakdown.
mental breakdowns, potentially the physiological breakdowns too, because you're in that window of introducing the body to fasting, learning
Release the
about
toxicity.
release of toxicity, learning about yourself along the journey, right? Because there might be moments where, you know,
You get
living
tempted.
living your life like using energy systems that you never tap into because you're
exactly,
constantly supplying ourselves through
yeah.
meals and snacks between meals and such, right?
So we actually one of the reasons why fasting is so valuable and important is because we live in a society where we're never in a fasted state, right? We're always bombarded with food and 24/7, right? And for the longest time, we were even told to, where this is, differing of opinions, and experts will kind of argue back and forth, but oh, you have to eat all the time to keep your metabolism high, right? Every 2, 3 hours you eat. Um,
And prevent those spikes.
yeah, prevent the spikes and stuff. So listen, you know, nutrition is a journey. So it's a lot about figuring out who you are and what foods
Right.
you respond to.
Good
But
point. Everyone's body is different.
everyone's body is different. We can look, there's people who have researched, your ancestry, where you come from
Mhm.
in the world, and how you metabolize food and whatnot. And everyone's different based on life, right? The stresses, the traumas, the emotions. Food quality is so important, right? Before we get into, and what we're not, unfortunately, in this day and age, the quality is terrible and the quantity is massive, right? So we're kind of bombarded from either end of the spectrum. So enter fasting. right? It's actually a gentle reset. You're not depriving the body. You're just learning how to, you're taking a break from
It's like you're giving your body a chance to restore energy as well, right? Because so much energy is put into the
digestion.
digestion and then that's if you're eating well, you know, like imagine eating badly and the stress it puts on your
Oh,
system.
gosh. Toxicity, right?
So giving it that chance to recoup and reset, like you're saying, is a really essential element to people that are struggling probably with fatigue and all these types of things that are chronic in society, you know, so I think that doing it for one day is probably a good little kickstart
Hmm.
for starting to feel what it's like, knowing also that you're not gonna die.
No, exactly.
Fasting one day is really manageable that way. You know, you're not to say that you die if you do it for 2 days, but I'm just saying it is like more manageable and a baby step to, you know, the struggles that come with doing something hard,
Exactly.
right? Like that you're not used to, that you start to realize the habits you have and all these things that can,
How easy it is.
yeah,
Food so
to
accessible.
break down and
Convenience, right?
oh yeah, I'll just snack at night a little bit.
Boredom.
Boredom, convenience. Yeah. So
Yeah.
it is a deep dive into both body and mind, right? When
Yeah.
you do something like this.
And seeing how I don't think any of us have done it before, right? Not 24-hour fast. So it's, and if you're going to introduce this as a community thing, you might as well start at the entry level position to
Yeah.
get
Yep.
into it. And yeah, I'm excited to see how I'll feel, and then be sharing that with everyone that that's doing it with us, to that experience of how you feel as the day progresses. I'm sure it'll be quite a bit different for all of us because we're all coming in from different perspectives and different eating schedules and habits, if you will. But because of some of the research we've done on it, I'm looking forward to seeing if
Hmm.
we get these different elements of, I know a lot of the literature discusses like, mental clarity and just that whole process of feeling and seeing how we feel and how that fluctuates as the day goes on. And now that we know the background too of like how we do transfer into using our muscle glycogen and how we start to break that down and how that becomes our energy supply. And
Hmm.
I'm interested to see how that'll feel. It'll
Yeah.
be fun.
No, and again, fasting has been popularized of late. Most are familiar, I'm sure, by now of intermittent fasting, which is, they've kind of the guidelines are the 16 to 8 hour kind of fast and feeding window, right? So 8 hours of eating, um, and 16 hours of fasting. Traditionally, as we know, the word breakfast is breaking the fast. So if we were to back up a little bit, usually, you do eat, and we've said this before, you eat like if you were eating for your circadian rhythms and your biology and the flow of qi through the body, you'd usually eat a big meal in the morning. So you eat like a king in the morning, a prince in the afternoon, and a pauper in the evening. But you would generally be fitting into that 8 hour feeding window, 16-hour fast if we went kind of back in time a little bit. Fast forward now, right? Obviously, as we said, the overabundance of food and people are eating all the time. So just doing that 16 to 8 hour fast whenever you can, whenever it fits into your schedule is better because usually people, with culture and society, people will say, well, I can't, they'll do the 12 to 8. So, so noon in the, right?
Mhm.
So they'll fast from 8 till noon, right? Because culturally, we tend to eat later, we're busy, our 9 to 5 schedule, we're out and about running kids to sports and whatnot. So the feeding window, and then honestly, skipping breakfast because of how terrible breakfast has become in our society is actually not a bad thing, right? Skipping, you know,
And we've also flipped, like
donuts.
you said, we're not doing breakfast as our big meal anymore.
Yes,
Usually the dinner is our biggest meal.
the dinner's our biggest
We've
meal.
kind of
So
inverted that.
that should be theoretically inverted, right? But unfortunately, what has breakfast become for most of us, right? It's become bagels and carb
Processed
laden
cereal,
processed cereals, sugar, right? It's donuts, like it's
orange juice.
orange juice. It's actually the worst thing you can do for yourself in the morning, right?
Mhm.
The best way to break a fast or breakfast is actually protein, right? So like eggs,
Fat.
yeah, fats, right? Avocado, eggs and avocado, would be the best for breakfast. But culture and society and marketing have taken us down a different road. So let's jump into the 24-hour fast, right? So if you've experienced intermittent fasting, actually 24-hour fast will not be that hard for for you. Um, but what takes place and when you fast, right? So it's it's interesting because the first 0 to 4 hours. So the way we've set it up is we want you to eat a breakfast in the morning. So eat a good breakfast because we're going to try and fast from 8 a.m. Monday morning. We will fast from 8 a.m. Monday morning to 8 a.m. the next morning. So you can break your fast after your 24-hour window. As we said, if 6 to 6 is better, or if you want to do it 6 to 6 at night, it doesn't matter, right? As long as you do a 24-hour window. Um, Whatever your lifestyle fits, whatever your schedule fits. But the important part is to actually fast for 24 hours. You want to start or finish your day, depending on when you do it, with a nice big meal. Obviously, think like we say, keep it simple, keep it light. Meat, fish, eggs, seasonal fruits and veggies. Avoid those complex or avoid those fast carbs, kind of the whites, right? White flour, white sugar, white pasta, right? Because they're not providing the nutrients that you will need in order to sustain the fast. Um, Breaking the fast is the same thing. You want to make sure that you're doing it with good food, um, some bone broth, some steamed veggies, some protein. It could be eggs. It could be eggs if you're okay with eggs, some avocado, something really that the body knows how to break down. So don't, break the fast with a bunch of donuts and
Burgers.
burgers. Yeah, yeah, something light, right? Common sense, basically common sense. But what happens during a 24-hour fast? So the first 0 to 4 hours is actually really, really interesting. It's actually, you're in a fed state.
Yeah, you're just living off what you just ate, right? We should be pretty used to the 0 to 4 hours, I would think.
0 to 4 hours. So your blood sugar rises from your last meal, your insulin's elevated, your body's using incoming glucose for energy, right? Um, Digestion is the priority. So you're breaking down the food. Hey, nothing dramatic is happening.
If you're crying in this stage,
Yeah. Yeah.
there's a problem.
There's a long road ahead.
Yeah.
There's a long
rough.
Um, so
Kevin's here for hugs, though.
yes,
Yeah.
Kev is here for physical and emotional
Virtual
support.
hugs.
Virtual hugs. Yeah. He's hugging you right now.
Yeah.
So that shouldn't be too hard, the first 4 hours, 0 to 4. Then we'll do it in 4 hour blocks from 4 to 8 hours. And this is early fasting. So your blood sugar begins to normalize and your insulin levels actually start to drop and your body starts to shift from storage mode towards usage mode because you've broken down the food, you've stored it, and now you need to utilize the energy source, right? So, and your liver as begins to release stored glycogen. Jay, you talked about that earlier on, and so this is people are going to feel well you're going to feel good, you're going to feel normal, right? You'll feel stable, you might even feel energized because you're starting to, you dip into the stores that you've provided. Okay. 8 to 12 hours, metabolic transition. This is where things start to happen. So your liver glycogen now becomes depleted, right? Because you're utilizing it. And your body starts to shift. This is actually important, starts to shift to breakdown of fat because you can use ketones. So it's mild ketone production. So you can use ketones for energy source. And this is where you might start to feel a little hungry, right? So
Little hairy.
Hangry.
hangry
Yeah.
possibly for some of you,
Yeah.
Yeah, but don't eat a Snickers, right?
Not.
No, do not.
Don't
That
do
Russell Simmons, the Russell Simmons advertisement. Reach for a Snickers. Remember that
Right.
one? Yeah. So please do not reach for a Snickers. This is the time where you can drink warm liquids. You can drink warm liquids. You can actually herbal teas. As we said, warm drinks, light movement, right? Go for a walk at this phase. Don't engage in any serious physical activity. You can do some light stretching, light yoga, but just move your body, right? Warm broth also is a really good. You can have bone broth to help in this particular phase of the 24-hour fast. Now, remember, hunger comes in waves. Ride the wave, right? Just like a storm, it'll pass. It'll pass, but the best way to do it, you can do some gentle breath work. Yeah, there's many ways to ride that wave. So just hang in there. Okay. Now, from 12 to 18 hours, fat burning and a hormone shift are what are happening here, right? So now your body is starting to really rely on fat and ketones for energy source, and your insulin still remains low. And this is actually interesting. At this phase, you actually start to secrete growth hormone for repair, right? So that's actually really awesome. Your digestive workload is non-existent, right? Your fuel, everything's been digested.
Yeah.
And this is where people tend to feel mental clarity, reduced bloating for
I
sure.
was just going to say that if you
Yeah,
just said that your digestive system has nothing in it, so
yeah.
your digestive tract itself is finally getting a chance
Shrink, go back to
to
normal size.
repair and shrink and just be rest and digest.
Exactly, exactly. So, and people experience calm focus at this point in the fast. And then we enter the 18 to 24 hour window, and this is where we start to tiptoe into cellular cleanup. This is actually really cool. The body has an innate ability to heal and be healthy if you give it the right environment and or take away the
All
stimulants,
the resistance.
the resistance,
Yeah.
right? So you're actually clear, calm, as we said, mental clarity. Well, the body is also clear and calm at this state. And this is when it can actually start to repair and recycle, right? So this is where you'll get autophagy. People maybe have heard of this, but autophagy ramps up. It's basically cellular clean out, cellular repair. Inflammation markers can decrease, and when we actually do blood work on fasted individuals, you can actually see like C-reactive protein. All these inflammation markers start to decrease, so the body is in a really good state. Nervous system often shifts towards parasympathetic, right? Because you're not in that fight or flight. You're not in like overdrive, essentially.
Mm.
You're actually calm, relaxed, and brain adapts well to the ketones as fuel. The brain actually is, again, you might feel very good, clear, which is a good time, as we said, to deep dive and just think about where you're at in life, right?
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons also for this fast. It's not just food that we're abstaining from, right? You're actually going to take a little break, a pause in probably your everyday routine to work through this challenge that we're doing together, right? So yeah, that's pretty much it. You're going to be feeling lighter, clearer, calmer, and not usually weaker. And
Well,
yeah,
and towards the end of that, you're thinking, especially for us, I think that intend on doing a morning to morning fast, those last 6 hours we
sleeping.
should be sleeping.
You're
So
sleeping.
I would expect that for most people, they would sleep quite well, knowing that their system has gone through all that and they're in that really have achieved more of that parasympathetic state, which we need to be in to sleep well anyway.
Mhm.
I imagine at that point,
So that's
looking
one
for
of
bed anyway because you're gonna be so hungry, you won't want to be doing a whole lot, and hopefully have a very
so
restful and good experience that way.
So it's funny you mentioned that, right? So that's one of the reasons why originally when we had put this fasting challenge together, we had it, 8 to 8 or 7 to 7 at night to the morning, right? And Antonio actually suggested, oh, it'd be better to do it this way with your biological rhythms, circadian rhythms, also rest, digest, repair. So physical rest, so sleeping, you're going to be sleeping for the hardest part of this challenge
Hmm.
anyways, right?
Hmm.
And your body can actually enter into that deep physiological repair and psychological repair in the later hours of the night. So that's why Antonio suggested that we do it this way from 7, 6, whatever a.m., 9 a.m., whatever you choose to do to the following morning. So 8 to 8. Yeah, but that's
Great.
basically what it's about. We're excited for you guys to join us. We're excited to hear, if you guys are experiencing stuff and you want to share your thoughts with us, by all means, record a cool video and tag us
Yeah.
on, yeah, record a video and what you're doing with the Vitality Reset 24-hour fasting challenge. Let us know your thoughts. Let us know how you're feeling. If you're struggling with anything, how your body's feeling, how your mind's feeling. We'd love to hear from you.
Remember, it's just another way, like you were alluding to, that to remove resistance in the body to
Yeah,
allow it to heal itself.
exactly.
So
Food.
it's just we're trying to introduce so many different ways that we can integrate this into the way we're living, just to make that process easier for people. Um, so yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy it.
And while you're fasting, remember you can drink plenty of water, warm herbal teas. Lukewarm water actually is better.
Course Light.
Yeah, yeah, it's near
No.
it's near water, right? It's close to water. Warm bone broth is actually, if you're struggling with it and you are an inexperienced faster, you're allowed to have bone broth, right?
Yeah.
You can have black coffee too, which is you know also, I mean, I might steer away from coffee, but
Yeah. Well, just
do herbal
all of
teas
it.
and herbal teas and bone broth.
Hmm.
Electrolytes are also okay. Make sure they're not filled with tons of sugar and sugar derivatives. That's the big thing when you look at your electrolytes. They should be, supportive of your physiology. Uh, that's it. We'll talk more about longer fasts and at a later date, but that's what we wanted to check in with you guys and just and let you know what was happening during that 24 hour because that's really interesting,
Yeah.
right? What's happening. Again, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to reach out. We look forward to you joining the fast if you're not already doing it. And remember, just because if you missed week one, you can start any any Monday. It doesn't have to be
Yeah.
done at the I had a patient today that said, I'm gonna start this week, I'm like, go for it, man.
All right.
So awesome. Thank you
Great.
so much.
Man.
Well, we enjoy doing these podcasts for you. And if you have any honestly any ideas on things you'd love to hear, we'd be more than happy to entertain them. Have a wonderful day.